Xbox gaming for life. Hello everybody, I'm Jim Bronson Blake, and it's round 12 in the RDF1WC 2017. We're in the lovely Belgium, and at the home of the circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, which you can see from this lovely view here. The track is 6.9 kilometers long, 4.3 miles, making this one of the longer tracks on the circuit. It's also one of the most classic, and you see there's an elevation change of over 100 meters, and this is home to 19 turns, 2 DRS zones and 2 DRS detection zones, one just before Rouge and one on the back straight through Prix. We're now at the front of the grid where we see Rosaldo's Ferrari and Lethal Sniper's Red Bull. There's a safety car just in case, and with a great shot there of Valtteri Bottas's rear exhaust. You see a great shot of the rear wing as well. There's Jolyon Palmer, you can tell from the Great British style blue helmet that he wears. His driver giving him a shake for good luck. And a nice shot from the back showing that he's starting 17th on the grid today. Another type of exhaust, this one the Ferrari of 4th placed Kimi Räikkönen. His teammates ahead of him, and there's the 44 car of Lewis Hamilton. He's starting on 3rd place on the grid today. There's a shot from one of the great corners au rouge of this track, as we're going to see great many corners from great many drivers. We're going over to Tad and Dougie in a moment for the race.
Hi, thank you very much there, Jim. My name's Dougie Brown. I'm here with my man Tad Bennington.
Hello!
And we're in the race, and I'm so excited. Rosaldo off on, he's in pole this weekend. And he's going to get into La Source into 1st place. Oh, and he negotiates that well, but Lethal Sniper is right on his rear as he's coming up Eau Rouge. They do not want to be side through here. It could get very dangerous. Oh, it's very well negotiated.
Yes, very well negotiated. I must agree with you there, Dougie, as Rosaldo is safe and sound down the Kennel Straight. But he's got Lethal Sniper. If there was DRS, it could be dangerous.
Hey, we're with Lethal Sniper now. We're going to check out his start. Cameras I've seen to come back on. So that's great news for all you fans at home. And he's away. He's got Rosaldo on the inside. He's not made he's got Kimi Räikkönen all over the rear and Hamilton on the inside there. He didn't make the greatest of starts. Well, that's a great line around La Source, and he's right on Rosaldo coming up to Eau Rouge.
You say Eau Rouge there, Dougie, and you're absolutely right. This is one, look at it, a spectacular corner. The elevation is just ridiculous. Like, as it said earlier, I think Jim touched upon it as Lethal. Look at the sparks coming out of Rosaldo there. That's excellent stuff, and they're getting really close, coming down into turn 7. Absolutely delightful here as they come round Bruxelles. Lethal Sniper right on Rosaldo, but as I was saying, this is such a track with such history, and I'm sure you enjoyed driving it when you were driving yourself, Dougie.
Oh, I absolutely love this track, Dad. One of the best.
We're with Toast now, and as the lights go out, we're going to see his replay of the start. He's away. What's he going to do coming into La Source?
Oh, he's just gone straight down the inside and almost made it stick on, well, he's made it stick on Prix there, and he is up to 4th place with Lewis Hamilton. It looks like he's been instantly given a warning, and I'm sure his team will communicate that through the radio very soon. Obviously that was very reckless, and he's very lucky to be still on this track. Greater drivers have tried that and not been so successful. I think thankfully there were only 2 wide. If they were 3, it could have been a catastrophe as he makes a dive bomb down the inside. Oh, that's quite excellent through turn 7 and 8 as he comes up to Bruxelles.
Quite excellent from Toaster. We're now with Lethal Sniper, who's in the pursuit of Rizaldo here. This is the end of the first lap, and I think we're getting word that there's some the Red Bull pit crew might be out. There goes Rizaldo around the bus stop, and Lethal is coming into the pits.
We've got ToastParabola here, still on the first lap as Lethal. Oh, that's what was going on. Lethal Sniper's going into the pits. I did see the Red Bull team in there. I thought it was a bit soon. I don't know what they were doing. I thought they were kind of practicing their get-out times. But no. And as you see, I suppose it looks like Rizaldo has been called in there on the second lap. He's ignored that, and he's going to push on as his tyres are looking a little bit yellow. And Lewis Hamilton goes faster, so he's got Hamilton on his case here, 3 seconds behind. And then Kimi Räikkönen in the further place back in 3rd.
Yeah, Lethal Sniper on the rear of Pascal Wehrlein now, and he's got Marcus Ericsson ahead of them as they're coming round. Oh my word, look at that, that's a delightful manoeuvre by Lethal Sniper here as he's coming round Sandvoort. Oh, he's really, the Red Bull should be faster than this Sauber. The Sauber's not really performed this year, and Marcus Ericsson taking that inside line. You're allowed to move once, and then back to the racing line as Lethal takes an inside line, hits a bit of the grass, but he's around through Blanchimont, and he's coming up to the chicane. Really going to have to slow down as Lewis Hamilton goes fastest. And there goes Toast.
Oh, let's get another look at that. Toast and Lewis Hamilton almost coming together there. That's what the replay is about. So as we'll see into hard braking zone, Toast is wide and he locks up. And as he comes around, he's going to the pits, but Hamilton sees the opportune moment. And in the hunt for Rizaldo on the quicker lap, he just flies straight through there. And Toast is into the pits with Valtteri Bottas chasing him.
Yes, let's see how Toast gets on with this. He's in there for, that's a 2-point, that's a very quick stop. Ow. They've held him. We didn't hear of a penalty. We heard he collided with Lewis and got a warning, but no penalty as he had to wait for Bottas and Grosjean. That's really going to hamper his time, especially after they did so well with the pit stop. 2.4 seconds. That's excellent. Toast out in 16th. Bit of a mountain to climb. He's now behind Bottas, who started 5th, so Toast is technically back down into 6th. We're with Rizaldo here on the 3rd lap as he's coming in. It must be that they really took these tyres to the maximum in qualifying, and they're having to change early. Although Rizaldo looks like he may have just hung on long enough as his teammate goes through, but obviously they can't pit at the same time. And now he's onto the super softs. Is anybody else going to go past? We've got Kimi Räikkönen gone through. Looks like yes, Esteban Ocon and Carlos Sainz may well do this. We've got Lance Stroll as well and Julian Palmer. They've technically taken it, but obviously the corner come out and he's going to push down. Oh, and that's Carlos Sainz. He's almost regained 3rd. But everybody in front of him needs to pit, so he should regain lead of the race very soon. Yes, very soon. And as they were going down Eau Rouge, it's always beautiful to see a car fly through there perfectly and onto the Camel Straight. Speaking of the Camel Straight, we've got Lethal Sniper taking Fernando Alonso there. Is he going to get Stoffel Van Dorn as well? No, he just backs off and he allows Alonso through on the outside. He's going to have the inside line on this next corner, and I think that touch with Alonso has just ran Lethal wide. He's not spun it too much, but he's lost the positions again to Ericsson and Wehrlein. He's going to have to get back past them. As Toast coming round the 3rd sector of this track now. He's got Bottas in his vision and 3 cars ahead of him as well, so he can make up places, maybe get into 12th. But some of these have got to pit as well. Oh, and that's been held up, and Pascal Wehrlein's held up Valtteri Bottas. For some reason, Toast got warned of an illegal move and he's given the place back to Bottas. That's very strange.
He should have gone through there, but either way, I don't think it'll be too long. Valtteri's not having the greatest weekend. Maybe the pressure of leading for so long has got to him. Is he going to get both of the salvos? Oh, he's gone into the back of Marcus Ericsson there. And there's a bit of damage on that wing. Is he going to have to change? Oh, I don't really know there, Tad. I don't know if he's going to have to change, because I must say, that kind of damage on the wing, just a little flappy fin, it could be alright. As you see, he's got past Valtteri Bottas there. Wehrlein now has got back in front of him though, so he's unlapped himself, and Toast is in pursuit.
Yes, Lethal Sniper now, and this could be him getting back past Wehrlein and Ericsson again. Yes, it's the following lap, and exactly the same place, exactly the same manoeuvre. You can be forgiven for thinking that we're just showing the same replay, but this time he gets 2 for 1, and he gets Ericsson as well as Wehrlein through Sandevart.
His teammate's going to get involved against Pascal Wehrlein there. Toast already past Marcus Ericsson at this point. Coming up, Rouge.
Yes, oh, beautiful, and onto the Camel Straight again. He's going to get DRS and Pascal Wehrlein. See you later. And that wasn't actually a blue flag scenario. Please excuse me. Toast has pitted. Pascal Wehrlein hasn't.
With Rosaldo now. He's got Saints right in his eyes, and he really wants to get past him. He doesn't want to be held up for too long, because that will help bring Lethal Sniper back into play. Sniper has done some brilliant overtakes, so we've seen.
Yes, we've seen him do some amazing overtakes today, but he had to pit early, and that's caused him to be at the back of the grid and chasing.
If Rosaldo stays behind Saints for any longer, there is a good chance, a very good chance, that Lethal can close that gap and really push for the lead in the closing race, in the closing laps of this race.
Yes, he's just come around Stablot now, and he's going to be pushing down Blanchimont, and he's going to get past Carlos Sainz here. He's got the better engine, and there's no problem there. Beautiful stuff from Rosaldo. We've got Lethal Sniper now, and he's on the rear of Stoffel Van Dorn, and this is lap 4. As he's just coming round Pouhon, and he's got the inside line. Is he going to push it? Oh, Van Dorn tries to box him out, but he knows he's there. And Danny Kvyat's also here as they're coming round the club section. He's on the inside. He's past Kvyat, no problems there. And I believe it's next is Lewis Hamilton.
And Rosaldo, we've got a replay here. This is him getting past Esteban Ocon before Ocon comes in the pits. Rosaldo on the fresher super soft tyres has absolutely powered past Esteban Ocon there. Ramos Source, he's going to be on his way up Eau Rouge, no problem. It seems like this race is going to be his. Toast now on Lewis Hamilton. He's got also Lance Stroll and Julian Palmer. Toast forever taking over Julian Palmer, or overtaking Julian Palmer, should we say. Will he get another chance to do so today? He's currently in position 9, so we imagine some of those cars are pitted, and he's going around the outside of Bruxelles, and it doesn't pay off. He hasn't got past as he flies in turn 11, coming up to Pouhon now.
Yes, he's going up to Pouhon, and he's going. No, he was trying to go around the outside of Stroll, but he knows that's a dangerous risk, as he's going to be off track if he tries. Is he going to make a dive bomb down here? Oh, he most certainly does. That's Toast trademark all over. One of the last of the late breakers here.
And here's Lethal Sniper, gets a bit of wing ding from Lewis Hamilton, as you see this replay from the previous lap as he's going up Eau Rouge. He seemed to have lost a bit of traction, but here he's really picking it up, and he's going to get DRS. I wonder if he's going to get all 3 of them in this row. Oh, that power of the Mercedes, what a battle, but the DRS wins out, and he's past 2 maybe. He's on the rear of Stroll, and he's made that stick, and he's past Hamilton and Palmer. What a manoeuvre from Lethal Sniper.
Yes, what a manoeuvre, and he's through Stroll here through just at the start of Bruxelles, and that's quite excellent from Lethal Sniper.
A Toast coming into La Source. Oh, almost makes it stick on Hamilton. Hamilton had better traction on the outside. Toast though with the fresher tyres should get past here going into Eau Rouge. Oh no, they're going to be neck and neck.
Oh no, this is dangerous.
Was there a touch? Oh, he's lifted his hand. Oh, look at the skill of these drivers. They touched, Toast giving him the finger wag while they're going full beans up Eau Rouge. Oh, that says full beans racing.
And as you'll see here, we've got a replay. It's actually Lethal Sniper, and he's on the rear of Kimi Räikkönen, and this is from a lap ago as well. He seems like he's having a lot of fun out there, getting past a lot of drivers, although I don't know. It's straight down the inside of La Source at Kimi Räikkönen, and Rizaldo, who is already away, who came out ahead of him, like, oh, him and Räikkönen, now he's lost some more time there. That could be vital come the end of this race if he wants to get anywhere near Rizaldo. And he's already just lost ground on Sainz and Ocon, who are still to pit.
It could really cost him for Rizaldo. It could be plain sailing. As Toast, excellent attempt around Joey and Palmer. Palmer trying to shut him out, and he doesn't. And Toast round Bruxelles gets the move done, and it's round turn 11, and he's putting the pair down.
Yes, Lethal Sniper now just in pursuit of Sainz and Ocon here. You would think that they would be coming back in, but we're on a replay here with him, so we must be getting an overtake. Is it one? Is it two? Who knows, as he's coming, as he's about to start down Bruxelles, and he's got the power. Both Renault engines here. Oh! Sainz getting a little naughty there, but Lethal Sniper holding his nerve, and he's got Esteban Ocon. He's right on his exhaust. Is he going to get him into the chicane here? Although I think he's going to pit. Surely he should just let him by. There could be an incident here. Oh no, Lethal Sniper's got past, and Ocon's done the sensible thing for a change and pulled over.
Hey, Sniper into second place there, and he's a couple of seconds, well I should say about 8 seconds behind Rizaldo.
Rizaldo in the bus stop chicane here, as he really gets his power down and he gets away.
Lap 8 of this race now, and Rizaldo just putting it. Oh, Lethal Sniper goes faster. Could we get something interesting here? Team radio, maybe. Oh, Jeff not giving Toast any waivers there. Toast looking to try and see if he can get some information on the driver in front. The driver in front is the Ferrari of Kimi Räikkönen. Toast wants a podium, and I imagine at the start of the day, if he didn't if he didn't get held in the pits there, he would have been on for a podium, and that could have been a double Red Bull instead of what looks now to be a double Ferrari podium. Rizaldo just coming around the last turn 19 chicane hit, and he's over the line, and that is a victory for the Ferrari. An important victory. He really needed that.
Yes, and Lethal Sniper just crossing the line and confirming second place there.
Toast is flying round Blanchimont.
It'll be some good solid points for him today.
He's going to be heartbreaking here, but there's nobody really around him at this point.
Yes, only Lewis Hamilton who's close behind, although he's a lot closer than you think. Look at that. He's very close as Toast has to drag race almost to the line there.
Over the line. And that's 4th place, Hamilton just behind him, but not close enough. Toast takes 4th, and that's really the best he could have got for today after being held in the pits. Lethal Sniper confirmed in 2nd place there. The incident with Fernando Alonso cost him being close.
Yes, what a race. It died out near the end there, Dougie. I'm going to go off to the drivers and get ready as there's confirmation of Rizaldo's 1st place. I'm going to go over and speak with the drivers, as I say, get their reactions from today. If you could talk us through the standings.
I most certainly can, Tad. See you later. Rizaldo top, Lethal Sniper in 2nd, Kimi Räikkönen 3rd, ToastParabola 4th, Hamilton 5th, Bottas 6th, Perez 7th, Magnussen 8th, Massa 9th, Ocon 10th, Sainz 11th, Grosjean 12th, Palmer 13th, Stroll, Alonso, Kvyat, Hulkenberg, Van Dorn, and then Ericsson and Verlaine. Lethal Sniper here now taking back the top of the championship by 5 points. Lewis Hamilton's 45 off Lethal, which means he's only 40 behind his teammate. Getting the Flying Finn is only 61 points behind the leader, Lethal Sniper, and his teammate is 70 odd points, so he's just further back. Red Bull currently occupy 2nd, with Ferrari in 3rd. Thank you, Dougie, and there he is, rightfully for the first time actually on top of the podium this year, and there's 2 Ferraris up there, so the Maranello must be going crazy as Rizaldo lifts the trophy for Spa-Francorchamps. And there goes the champagne. He didn't get to do that last time, but he's enjoying it up there with his teammate, who's actually probably his closest rival at this point, 15 points away. There was Arriva Bene, Mr. Arriva Bene. He looked vaguely happy for himself there, and Lethal Sniper's also getting in on the act. Coming up in 2nd place.
We're going to go over to Tad with the drivers in a moment, but just then I'd like to point out that this race was very excellent, in the most part, and it's just real shame that Lethal Sniper's camera was not available. As having to pit on the first lap, he really had to get past some cars and make up some places. It's Italy and Monza next, where we will only have Toast and Rosaldo, but for now, we're back to Tad, who's with the drivers.
Toast, started in 7th, finished 4th. You have to be happy with that, even though being held in the pits probably cost you a podium.
Yeah, it's always good to climb up the order. There were a few things that we perhaps got a little bit wrong and perhaps weren't so clean as we should have been in other places that would have helped us get on that podium, but you know, we'll learn and adapt for next time.
That's a great attitude, especially considering there have been some rumours dinging about recently about you slipping into a Toro Rosso outfit next year with Max coming back. Is there any truth to that?
Well, nothing's decided yet. Max is recovering well, and my season hasn't been exactly what I'd hoped it would be so far, but there have definitely been improvements. We'll have to see what happens.
Thank you, Toast. One thing's for certain, if he's in Formula 1 next year, there's a good chance he'll be in a Renault engine car. Over to Rosaldo, race winner. Rosaldo, you've had an excellent weekend. Great time on Saturday with the pole lap, and today, race win. What do you got to say?
Well, Dad, I'm over the moon. It's my first win in a long time. First win since I was given the points in China all the way back at the start of the season, and I am really enjoying today's racing. The break has been good to me, and to get a first victory at Spa, that's quite something for me. I love this track, as I said in qualifying yesterday.
Well, you seem to rise to the occasion, as we know that Kimi and you now are out and out rivals. He finished 3rd, so you weren't able to overhaul him completely. He's now 15 points ahead of you. How do you see that going for the remaining 8 races?
Well, it's balls to the wall, as they say, that. I'm going to be giving it my maximum, pushed maximum, and make sure that when all is said and done, hopefully, I'm going to try my best to make sure that at the end of the year I'm still in these red overalls come next season. And if not, I've been having some good words anyway.
Oh, can you share any of those words with us?
Not expressly, Dad, but all I can say is that if I am not a Ferrari next season, I will definitely be a team that I always supported as a young child. That's all I can say. Ciao.
Interesting, Rosaldo. I suppose that could be anything. Only those who knew him best as a child will know. Let's see how Lethal Sniper's race went. He finished 2nd. We're going to catch up with him now. Well, it's great news. It seemed like your camera came back, so we got some excellent footage of some overtakes. Also, you pitted at the end of lap 1.
Yeah, I had to come in at the end of the first lap because something was vibrating on the car. It must have been the tyres, because once we changed to the super softs, the car came back to life. But sadly, pitting at the end of the first lap meant I was in heavy traffic for quite a while. Then when I managed to regain 2nd after the first round of stops, I was 8 seconds away. And with him being quicker this weekend, I was never going to catch up. I'm sure he probably switched into lean mode towards the end of the race, to be fair, because that allowed me to catch up by 3 seconds. But yeah, the damage at the start pretty much compromised my race.
Indeed. However, every cloud has its silver lining. A 10-point swing sees you on top of the World Championship by 5 points over Valtteri with 8 races to go. How are you feeling about that?
Well, of course, I'm very happy to have overtaken Valtteri in the championship. Not getting that win today has took the shine off that slightly, but I'm still very pleased. However, I need to make sure that I keep this lead, as I'm sure the Mercedes will come fighting back.
Thanks, Lethal. Great stuff as always.
Well, that was Tad with the drivers. Hope you've enjoyed round 12 of the RDF1WC 2017. We go off to Monza next in Italy, where anything can happen in this championship with 8 races to go. Lethal Sniper's currently top by 5 points. Rosaldo only 15 points away from Kimi Räikkönen, and Toast still just keeping in touch there with Rosaldo. If Rosaldo can get past Kimi Räikkönen, he'll get into the points and at Lethal Sniper. But if not, it'll just be a 2-horse race, maybe even a 3 if Lewis Hamilton can really push on at the second part of the season. But at the moment, it looks like it's just between Lethal and Bottas. Stay tuned for Italy, and until then, be excellent to one another. If you like these videos, subscribe, give me some likes, turn on your notifications.